Yo, what's going on everyone? Welcome back. Brand new video on the channel for today, and I'm going to be doing the trial. I'm going to be doing today's trial, well, this week's trial, after I stop falling down a mountain. But yeah, this time I'm not going to do it on the wheel. I don't want to really overdo the wheel content. I do love playing on the wheel though, so don't get me wrong. But I don't want to, like, I feel like I've found, like, my shtick now a little bit with the wheel, and I kind of don't want to, like, overdo it and ruin it and make it seem like I'm just trying to force content with the wheel, because I don't really want to do that, right? I wanted to make it feel natural. Like, when I feel like I want to play with the wheel, I'm going to play with the wheel. When I feel like I want to try stuff with the wheel, then I'll try stuff with the wheel. Stuff like that. I don't want to go ahead and basically do a bunch of content on the wheel just, like I said, to force it. So, for today's video, I'm going to do the trial. Also, this week's trial is off-roading, and I feel like it's going to be much easier on the controller if I do any of these, like, cross-country type of off-road races. And this one is. And apparently we have to do it in an Extreme E. So, this is probably going to be one of the most even races that we can possibly do. I'll show you exactly where the location of this cross-country event is. I think the first one is right here. The first one is right here. With this one, where it's just like, kind of like an 8, basically like an 8 formation for this first event. Against unbeatable driver tires as usual, and then we have to do it in an Extreme E. Now here's the question, right? What about if I take out an Extreme E car? If you guys don't know what this is, there are these things here. What if I take out one of these? Oh, never mind. Actually, completely stock these are 748, I just realized. Well, I already have one that's at A800, so we could probably try to use this. By the looks of things, not really much has changed. It's got, like, a bit more power, I think, right? I think this was initially what I've ended up doing to this thing, is it just made it at the top of A-class. It's lighter and it has more power, pretty much, and then everything else is kind of upgraded on it. I don't think I've done anything else to this thing, but we have one pretty much already built. I feel like cross-country events are insanely easy. I remember when these things came out and they just released a lot of them. They released them all and they were like, oh yeah, here's a lot of new cars, guys. Basically the exact same car with different livery. Why does it feel so massive? It's gigantic! Look at the size of this stupid thing. Look at the size of it compared to this truck. It just feels like my camera's really, really zoomed in when it's just not. It just feels like it is really, really zoomed in. What a weird, weird vehicle to do races in. Anyway, let's do it. Let's take part. I don't even know what exactly this is going to be like. I think, like, I've done a build on this thing in the past, back when I think they released these, but apart from that, I don't think I've driven one of these in a long time. I think they're probably very, very capable of doing cross-country events and stuff like that. I mean, they're kind of built for it, right? Yeah. Anyway, do I have... Is this on? Yeah. I knew this was on sim steering. I could feel it when I was driving it. I don't know, auto controller, if you're doing any sort of off-road like races like this, I cannot stand driving on sim steering. When we're doing any sort of road races and street races and stuff like that, perfectly fine. Sim steering, 100% usable. Much, much better. If we're doing anything off-road, I don't like it. I don't like it. I feel like it snaps back really, really quickly. And especially if you do any sort of jumps and stuff like that, and then you land back down again, it'll like dart in the direction that you're facing. The sim steering. It's very, very strange, but it's just the way it's like. I feel like it's a lot more responsive off-road than it is on-road sim steering. Because I remember back in the day, back in the older Forza, sim steering used to be like instant response. Like if you want to change direction and stuff like that, so it's a bit weird. Anyway, we're going to be doing it in this thing. And hopefully we end up annihilating the other team. And this time, I'm not taking any prisoners from our team. If we have people from my team that are racing very, very poorly, pushing our teammates out of the way, I'm sending them into the Shadow Realm. I don't even care. I'm so ready. Oh, someone uses the same one. Why is everyone using the purple one? What the hell? That is the coolest one, though. Oh, man. Okay. It's a very, very easy cross-country event, so it should pretty much overtake every single one of these driver tires and win instantly. But I don't know if that's going to be possible with the teams that I usually get. So we already have 2 people from my team that don't have a 2-in-1. Brilliant. Or an upgraded one. Right. Okay. The rest of them, though, should be fine. Right? Should be good. Don't use me or our teammates as a break and you should be fine. If you do, like I said, you're getting sent straight to the Shadow Realm. Drive-tires are really slow. Yeah, usually off-road and cross-country events and stuff like that. I feel like the driver tires just are really bad at it. Like really bad. I don't know what it is. If you're doing any sort of like road races and stuff like that, sometimes they're really good. But whenever you're doing any sort of rallying and all that, the driver tires just seem really bad. Like even on unbeatable. And I've had people in the comments on my videos saying, yeah, the driver tires are just not on unbeatable. Yes, they are. They always are. Here, oh my god. Just no grip. The drive tires are always unbeatable when you're doing the trial races. It's just how it is. They always are. It's just the fact that sometimes they're just not like linear unbeatable, if that makes sense. Like linear difficulty. Like sometimes they'll be really difficult to beat and sometimes they'll be really easy to beat. Depending on what the race is and what the event is. But it is very strange how sometimes, like I said, you'd walk all over them and sometimes you get them at a point where you just literally cannot overtake the driver tires. So it's a little bit weird how they're not, like I said, linear. But yeah, these ones, especially cross-country event ones, super easy to beat. Very easy to beat. I mean, even my teammates, I think the ones that have their trucks built to top of A class, they're just dominating right now by the looks of things. They're the ones that I'm with here at the front. And like nobody's like running away from each other or anything like that. Like we're all just like kind of in unison. It was just cruising basically to the end. Just straight up cruising to the end. One of the guys I think that's in like a standard truck is also overtaken one of the bottom guys from their team, which is kind of funny to see. Yeah, pretty straightforward event. I can't really fault anyone or anything. It's just kind of just drive to the end. Hopefully we get a more difficult one. Hopefully we get like an El Descenso track or something like that. That'd be so funny in this. Okay. How did we have a person on our team? I mean, to be honest with you, it could be just his game crashing or something like that. The guy at the bottom of our team just straight up disconnected. Because there's an issue with this game of it crashing and stuff like that. It just happens. I don't know why or how or what causes it, because I've had it before as well. Where it just straight up just turns off. It's just very strange. I've also had issues with it now recently where it just won't start. It'll ask me, it'll tell me that, am I sure that I own this game? I'm like, what are you on about? Right? I have to open up my Microsoft Store every single time I want to open up this game on PC nowadays. Like I have to open up Microsoft Store. Sometimes I actually have to sign out of Microsoft Store and then sign back in. Same account, same everything. I'm already signed in. Like I already see the game in my library. It's there. But I have to open up Microsoft Store, sign out, sign back into the Microsoft Store, and then I can go on my PC to a shortcut of the game anywhere, and then press the game and launch it that way. Like, it's just, it's the weirdest thing. I don't know what is going on with the launching of this game. It's just, I feel like it gets worse and worse every single update that happens with this game. It's so strange. So strange. One thing on PC as well. Also, every time it updates the game, it changes my anti-aliasing. I just realized it now because I've seen it in the background. Well, someone was mentioning it to me in one of the previous videos. To turn on a little bit of anti-aliasing because everything's super sharp and very, like, you can see all the like jagged lines everywhere. And I'm like, mate, it's on. I swear. Oh my god. Come on, go teammate. I was sick. I was sick. I just pushed this guy into first place. I don't even want to. I don't really want to crash into him either. I'll just tailgate him all the way to the end. I'm perfectly fine with that. I don't want to push him out of the way. I don't want to do anything crazy. I don't want to do anything stupid. I just hope that I don't accidentally hit him when I'm not actually like hitting him in my screen, if that makes sense. Like client side, like crashing. I hope that that's not a thing. I'm perfectly fine with staying behind him all the way to the very end. I don't know if he uses handbrake to turn. Probably shouldn't. Probably shouldn't if he is. Just use your brakes. See how much quicker it is? Oi, that was bad landing for me. Jesus Christ, what made me do that? Why'd the game make me do that? Oh, relax. That is the correct place to land. On the grass. By those things, it's where you should land to be able to get the most amount of grip. Yeah, this was a way too easy event. Compare this to the last week's one. If you haven't seen last week's one, then go watch that video. But comparing this to last week's one, it's insane. The difference is crazy. The difference is absolutely crazy. That's what I'm saying. Like, some of these events are so easy to beat. Like, you could probably just do it in a completely stock car as well, because the driver tires are so bad. That was way too easy. It wasn't really much of a competition as well. Like, we couldn't choose like our own cars or anything like that. I mean, mostly like, I think this car that I have right now is just kind of like upgraded and that's it. You know? But yeah, what I was saying earlier with the anti-aliasing, like, it's on. It's literally on right now, but the game doesn't recognize that it's on, so it's got loads of jagged edges everywhere. So all I have to do is just go into my settings, turn it off, and then turn it back on again, and then it's fixed. It's crazy. It's so stupid the way it does that. I don't understand. And it's pretty much every single time they update the game that it does it. And sometimes it turns on some very weird anti-aliasing that I don't want on, that I have on, which is I think TAA or something like that. One of them. That causes like some shadow, or not shadow, but like artifacting behind the car. Like it shows like your car basically like kind of trailing itself. It shows like a weird trail to the car. I don't know. It's very, very strange. I feel like you've seen it in previous videos, where it would either accidentally be on or it starts to come back on again when it's after the game has been updated, and you should be able to see it in some of the videos. But yeah, don't get me wrong, but yeah, I think that's pretty much it for today's video. That was way too easy. I definitely didn't expect to just walk all over these driver tires like that, but that was clean. My teammates were nice. I actually had good, nice teammates. Like the guy that got close to me there on that last event, he backed off a little bit. Did you see that? Like, he got close to me, he tapped off me a little bit, and then he like backed off. He's like, oh wait, I don't want to push this guy out of the way. Like, we're winning. What a nice guy. What a good team I had. I feel like I'm gonna have a few comments in today's video where people are gonna be like, oh my god, my team is dog shit. I had to do this trial about 17 times. But no, I think I was pretty lucky. I had really decent people on my team. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching, everyone. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.